got some new music for you tonight. Looking forward.
All right, Robin. Just another. Good evening, and welcome to Season 3, Episode 25 of Robin's Piano Bar, where the drinks and the food are virtual, but the piano playing is real. I'm your host, Larry Kosson, streaming live to you on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch TV, LinkedIn, and Bandcamp. Tonight's episode is The End of Summer. And now, please welcome to her own home, our favorite piano gal, Robin Spielberg. Wow, the crowd goes wild.
Hello, another Friday. How you doing, everyone? Doing all right? So, I hear that Mercury's in retrograde. So if you've had technical difficulties the way I've had all week, just blame it on the stars and planets.
Oh, my goodness. So today's Wall Street Journal had an article, I didn't even tell you this, in their section on real estate, that you can't buy a house when Mercury is in retrograde.
Oh, well, I'm glad we're not shopping for one then.
Yeah, but how difficult. Like, we had our own experiences with... Now that Mercury is in retrograde. But
I was on the helpline for Apple support today for an hour, and we had all kinds of things happen today. But
if you remember, we used to represent someone who used to say that all the time, and I'd poo-poo it.
I know we used to go, please give me a break.
But the fact that it's now a headline in a major international newspaper, that means there's something real
to it. There's something to the planets. Rick, you can probably back us up there. He knows all about the stars and the planets. Well, here we are. We're in autumn now, and summer has just come to a close. I'll be playing for you my brand new track from my upcoming EP, All the Best Returns. The track is called The End of Summer. Planned it for tonight. No coincidence. And all the songs on tonight's live streams are... relating to change and going into autumn and end of summer, that kind of thing. So here we go. Yes, of course, it's still hot there in Southern California. It's not hot here though. It got down to 48 already this morning. Just like it turned off like a switch.
Yeah, it didn't make me happy.
Try to remember the kind of September.
You got a little lost in that one, didn't you, Rob? I could tell.
I love that song.
Right?
Yeah, I think I played it pretty recently, didn't I?
I don't know.
I don't know, but it really fit with tonight's theme, so I thought
And
I
Leonard,
would.
I agree with Leonard. He said it's a great song to start
It
off the
is.
set with. So
It's a great song to start a set with. I wish you could see this cat just so happy about the live stream. He just plopped himself right down to enjoy it. This next one, pop song, I think from the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. And it's called Cool Change. Guys, remember that one? Oh, yes. Tell me about your little piano. Hi, Patricia. Thanks for reminding me. I always forget. This is a handmade little wooden piano, and I don't remember where I picked it up. I've had it a really long time, but I don't think I've ever showed it on a live stream before. It's really cute, and what I like about it is that it has the old-time piano stool. Before people really used piano benches, they used stools. Sometimes, like a Victorian piano, like this one, would have a chair with a little support on the back. But these stools were very popular in bars, and people would just take turns on the stool or move the stool on over. Sometimes they had those claw bottoms or little wheels, and they'd move it around quite a bit. But I'm not sure when benches really started to become popular. People would join one another on the bench, start to play duets using a bench. But this one has a stool, older piano. Kind of fun. Yeah, it's not a new one, Peter. It's just I haven't shown it before. What do we've got next? Oh, yes. So here we go. Last week, if you were on the live stream, I showed you some of I bragged about my veggie garden harvest. Well, today I think was the very, very last day of the pickings. Pulled out a lot of carrots today.
That was the end of the carrots?
There were a few more carrots, Larry. There's more in the that I have stored, and there are a few more carrots. But it's tomatoes are done after that cold night last night. So
you know what I told you today?
What did you tell me today?
Our salad days are over.
The salad days are over. Well, we can always get supermarket salad. We've just been really spoiled because we've had a lot of homegrown veggies. Really great season this year. Already thinking about what I'm going to plant next year. That's how it works when you like to garden. You start going over all the garden catalogs start coming in this time of year.
I think your hands down winner this year is eggplant.
Yeah, the eggplant was awesome.
Yeah,
definitely. And the zucchini.
The zucchini was great too.
Yeah. Harvest Moon, Neil Young. Yes, Lorraine, I like that one too. Um, and someone wrote a nice tidbit on there about how he used a broom for that sweeping sound that's on the record. I love when people are really innovative with coming up with different percussive sounds on recordings. I've done that a little bit myself on Sea to Shining Sea and In the Arms of the Wind. We had a lot of fun in the studio coming up with just the right sounds. So this is brand spanking new. A new Robin Spielberg original came out today from our EP, which stands for Extended Play. More than a single, less than an album. The full album, well, the EP, the 5 songs, come out November 18th. And then the full album in its physical form will be out early in 2023. It's called All the Best Returns. My wish for you to have many happy returns. Is it the Roaring 20s yet? Is it?
Almost. We're almost
we're
there.
on the brink.
But this is the world premiere, very first time you're performing this live for any audience.
Well,
so.
no, I did play it Monday. For a private concert. But first time on air. You're right about that, Larry. And the sheet music is also available. Just posted on my website, robinspielberg.com, if you'd like to play it. I am actually going to pull up the sheet music myself because it's brand spanking new. And while I know the piece well, I composed it. I keep improvising a little, so I want to give you an example of exactly how it is on the recording and exactly how it is in the sheet music for tonight. This is The End of Summer. know. That's how I feel about summer ending. A little wistful, right? So,
It totally expresses. And I want to remind our audience that the recording that you hear online, that you on any of the streaming services, the recording was done right here at this piano.
I'm beautiful Victoria.
So we're really
So,
proud that
yeah,
we've
it's
been
pretty
able
great.
to do that
Pretty great.
and bring you all new music while
Hi there,
from
Marcia. Nice to see
our
you.
studio.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. And hello, Kitty and Morris. I don't know if I saw Fran on tonight, if she is or not, but
She hasn't said
thank
that
you for
she
your
is, but-
letter. Received your letter today in the mail. Love getting that. So this one, apropos for for this live stream. If you're just joining us, this live stream is all about entering into autumn, ending of summer, and all the cool change that's in the air. This is called "Wake Me Up When September Ends." Wake Me Up When September Ends. It was written by the rock group Green Day, and it's in their was in their Broadway show, American Idiot. This is from 2004. Hey, Marty, happy birthday to you. Hope you had a good one. And happy birthday to all our September birthday people. put in Scarborough Fair because this is the time of year where we have all kinds of street fairs and festivals and fairs going on. Oktoberfest is coming up. And we just went to our little hometown fair. Usually we're out of town. We don't get to go. And I guess it was canceled the last few years because of you-know-what. So it was really charming and adorable, right? There were food trucks and vendors and kids riding ponies, and the local dance school had their dancers dancing in their cute costumes, and it was quite adorable and a lovely day to walk around to the fair.
So, Robin, Fran did just check in. She's here with us. Hi, Fran.
Just got your letter today and your piano bar tip. Thank you so very much. And I'll make sure to write you back.
And I want to just say to Fran, so she asked, how close is Hanover to New Freedom? And I said
yes,
to
your
Robin,
sister lives in Hanover.
It's close enough for me to ride my bike there and back, which I do quite a bit.
Well, for you to ride your bike, it's not close enough for me to ride my bike. Let's just be clear about that. But for you to ride your bike, he rides like 40 miles a day. So not for me.
But also, Fran, next weekend.
We'll connect at some point. Next weekend, we're not going to be live streaming or be here when you visit, Fran, because we're going to be in Minnesota.
Robin has a live performance.
Hooray!
Yes.
Speaking of live performances, this is my show and tell of the night.
Okay.
You might have to use a different camera. Guys, do you see what this is?
That's it. Yeah, you can see it.
You can see it, but maybe from above.
No, I don't think it'll be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sideways is better. That's better, Rob. No. Hold it. Yeah, there you go.
All right. This is really heavy. You know what it is, folks? Can you get? These are hotel room keys. Why do I save this stuff? I don't know. I walk out of the hotel with keys. So this ring sits in our guest room, and it represents just a couple of years of touring. Like, I think we started in 2017. Now, obviously, we didn't tour in 2020. Maybe 2016. You can see there's probably a few hundred on here. Hotel room keys. Yeah, I'm hoping this whole baby will be full by next season.
Some of those are mine from my conference traveling, too. But
yeah, some of them are from your business
one of the reasons we started collecting those was because I was told years ago that
they kept information.
There's information on those.
On the magnetic strip.
So it wasn't a good idea.
You never returned them?
Yeah.
But I also did crafty things. I went on Pinterest, and I have, like, in our guest room, I made a tray out of hotel key cards.
I think
because I have nothing else to do.
I think it's Trout Fishing in America. They make guitar picks out of hotel
there's
keys.
A little gizmo you can buy, like a hole puncher, but it's in the shape of guitar pick, and you can make guitar picks out of your hotel room keys. We did some of that too. Yeah. Yeah, because I have to be busy. There we go. She's out. Liz thought it was cool. All right. This is really one of my favorites, and during the fantasy magical time of the 60s when the Kennedys were in office, apparently this was their favorite tune. Camelot, from the musical Camelot, also their favorite Broadway musical. At least that's what Jackie Kennedy always said. Beautiful lyrics, and in this magical place of Camelot, it never snows until it's late December, and summer is always not too hot, not too breezy, not too wet. Only rains at night, and that's how they know they're in Camelot. And so we live in this really lovely rural area in Pennsylvania, and often when we have thunderstorms predicted here, we kind of get ready for them, and then they don't come. And Larry's like, what happened? I'm like, I think it's because we live in Camelot. The storms kind of move around us. We're on high ground, and they often, in the next town over, it gets a torrential storm or lots of snow, and we didn't get it.
Yeah,
I'm always joking about that.
It just goes around us, even during the day.
Goes around us. I said, well, we live in Camelot. So anyway.
It only rains at night. And, I was a little annoyed on Thursday morning because they were calling for thunderstorms, so I didn't go on my bike ride because of it. And, of course, it didn't happen.
I don't think I did Camelot on the live stream before, Leonard. And you know what? I've have a few new ones so that have been on, and this is one of them. This one hasn't been on the live stream yet. David Bowie, Changes. Not exactly a piano tune. I'll do my best. My favorite line is when he gives that warning to those rock and rollers. You better watch out. You're getting old. Right?
Yep.
Who do you think he was talking to? Really fun. Really fun.
He was a man ahead of his time.
Oh, gosh. Absolutely ahead of his time. I saw The Man Who Fell to Earth. I think I was way too young. I didn't get it.
Yeah. I think a lot of people who are older than us didn't get it when they saw it.
I'm like, what is happening? Yeah. And then I remember going to school and everyone's like, wasn't that great? And, I didn't get it at all. And I was like, yeah, it was amazing. It was like the best movie I ever saw. It was amazing. I didn't get the movie. Didn't understand what was happening. You're right. He was ahead of his time.
He's a genius.
So this is a Jimmy Webb tune. And about change that you don't want to happen, but you can't do anything about. This is about a long lost love, getting married, nothing you can do. It's not like the movies, people kind of stop the wedding and then they get back to, you're right, Peter, time may change me, but I can't trace time. That's true. So this is called The Worst That Can Happen. I have the great privilege, I can speak, for opening for Jimmy, and I've done it now for several years, I guess, about 6 years now. So I get to hear him play this live and tell me stories in the car that I can't tell you. But it really is wonderful hearing him play these tunes live. And I am excited to share this one with you. So this is called The Worst That Can Happen. This was a hit in 1967. Well, that one's definitely a standard, right? Autumn Leaves. Let's talk about my stream songs you'd be fired for if you didn't know how to play in a piano bar. I think that's one of them. And yes, Peter, you're right. That came out with Johnny Maestro, the song I played before that. The Worst That Could Happen. If you're just joining, this is live stream number 197. Can that be right? And we're still here, and so are you. Thanks for that. Also, was a big week for us last Friday. Larry and I released a new piece, very different for what I've been doing. Took decades in the making, but finally, my big piece, Ireland, is fully orchestrated, thanks to my collaborator, Louis Anthony DeLise, and that is now available. So if you haven't seen it yet, when I say see, I mean you can listen to it or you can watch the concert film with the music. It's really nice. That's on YouTube. Just check out, I don't know, just Google it, Robin Spielberg, Ireland. It'll come up. It's not a secret. It's everywhere. And then tonight we released The End of Summer. How's everyone doing? Just want to check in, see how you're doing. I see that the Birchals are on, and I'm glad you are, Bill, enjoying the new composition. And yes, that will be on the new CD, and which will be out sometime early next year. They'll be rolling out a few of the tunes digitally, but you'll hear everything on a physical CD early next year. So let's see.
Lots of new music still to come.
Lots of new music still to come. This is all true. What's next? Oh, here we go.
It's my little...
You like this one,
Yeah,
right, Larry?
Right.
And this is, I thought I had a little card for this somewhere. People still ask, what are these cards? Well, they're little maps. They're little maps to songs. I figured out how to give myself little reminders. I don't think this would make sense to anyone but me. But there it is.
Maps to find your way home.
That's the kind of map I need. This is from the musical Pippin. This is called Corner of the Sky. And because tonight's stream is all about letting go of summer, going into new things, this is about finding your dreams and pursuing them. It's one thing to have a dream, right? Larry, you and I were talking about this just at dinner. It's one thing to have a dream. And this is one thing I love about Larry. He won't tell you this about himself, but he is a wonderful mentor. He mentors a lot of artists that are just getting started in their careers. And we were talking tonight about one artist he was mentoring, and he said, it's one thing to have a dream. It's another thing completely to take risks and go after it. This is true.
This particular artist that I'm mentoring, I'm really proud of him, and I'm really excited for him, and I can't wait to see what he does.
He's amazing. Well, you're talking to another young lady who is just kind of starting out.
Yeah.
As well. We're trying to give her some coaching.
A little bit of a
But
push
Larry, I think it's wonderful that you do that. It's really important to kind of pass the torch and give other people information that you know so they don't have to go through the same exact trials and tribulations. There will always be trials and tribulations, but
they'll have other
ease
things.
the road a little bit. Let's not have to reinvent the wheel all the time. And hopefully everyone will find their own corner of the sky, which is the name of this next tune.
Gotta be where my spirit can run free. So that's right, Fran. It's true. I do ride my bike around the lakes as back and forth. It's kind of a beautiful area. We live in an amazing area, Robin. I have to say that.
It's sure is pretty.
This time of year, as the leaves start to change and fall, it does.
So, Leonard, I played With You from Pippin. I'm not sure I played Corner of the Sky before. We've got a bunch of new ones tonight that I had to learn. Although I did play this in piano bar. I don't think if I have a card like that, it means that once upon a time, I was called upon to learn it. I don't know. There's been thousands of songs. I've literally played thousands of songs for you by now. For those of you on my Patreon, thank you so much. People on Patreon get special treats. They got to hear the end of summer first. They got to see the artwork for the EP first. To get lots of treats, behind the scenes information, a video clip of Ireland being recorded with full orchestra in Budapest. That's on Patreon. If you're wondering what it's all about, go ahead and check it out. Patreon.com, like Patreon, patreon.com/Robin Spielberg, and you'll see all the different treats and surprises I have for people who support me on a monthly basis. It really helps us out quite a bit. And, I'm really excited to include this one. It was a last-minute ad. I was outside the other day starting to do all that garden cleanup, the fall cleanup, big chore. I was delighted to see several monarch caterpillars on the butterfly weed. Just so excited. Now, apparently, they're supposed to lay their eggs on the milkweed, and I'm growing that too. I haven't seen any. Maybe I missed it, but just excited to see them because there's been apparently people really worried. Not as many this year as years prior. And so it reminded me of this tune, which is from the musical that Danny Kaye starred in, Hans Christian Andersen. Now, I played for you a song called Anywhere I Wander from that musical, and I played for you The Ugly Duckling. Not sure I played this one. It's called The Inchworm, and it's a very sweet tune. I recorded it on my album Beautiful Dreamer, Lullabies for the Parent and Child. I love the message of this tune. Inchworm, inchworm, measuring the marigolds. You and your arithmetic, you'll probably go far. Inchworm, inchworm, measuring the marigolds. Seems to me you'd stop and see how beautiful they are. I just love that. Gets me right here, Larry. It's like Celine Dion. My heart will go on. But another little fun tidbit about this song. In the background, there are children in a choir singing arithmetic. 2 + 2 or 4, 4 + 4 + 8, 8 + 8 is 16, 16 is 16 or 32. I remember being really little and seeing this musical, and I remember saying, 16 and 16 are 32. And someone thought I was extremely smart, but it was only because I saw the movie. Thank you, Peter. I'm glad you liked. I thought I looked like a spy. I love that. So I have to give Larry some credit here. He took the photographs for the end of summer and all the best returns, and they're kind of mysterious and really fun. I happen to have been all dressed up for a program I was doing last December, a Victorian Christmas, and so it was a really good opportunity to take these photos. We knew that I'd have the right outfit on. Really fun.
We brought some extra gear with us. We scoped out locations.
Yeah, look at that. So Patricia, you live near me, and you harvest them monarch eggs. That's pretty amazing. Put them in a butterfly pavilion. Fantastic. What a wonderful passion. Thanks for helping out. Helping with the butterfly. So here's an original for you. It's good timing. This is called The Change of Season, now that we're changing into the new season. And I'll be playing this at my concert this coming Saturday night in Fergus Falls, Minnesota. I'll be also doing a few outreach programs. One, a workshop on music and mental health. I believe stopping by a nursing home and playing some music for people who can't make it to the concert, and then doing the public show on Saturday night. think a lot of people got married to that song in the 1970s. That was Dan Fogelberg's Longer. Oh, look at that. Patricia said it was played at her wedding. See that? Super cool. And let's see. Check it in here on YouTube. And thank you so much for, let's see. What are you saying? Okay. Oh, okay. They're watching some of the replays. So that's a nice reminder. If you missed a live stream or you just want to watch one on replay, we archive them at YouTube. So you can go on YouTube. You can go to youtube.com/Robin Spielberg and just type in Robin's Piano Bar. Or if you'd like to hear a stream with no chit-chat, just original solo piano music, you can type in Robin Spielberg Heel of the Hand. We have playlists of those as well. YouTube does want to monetize, so they will give sometimes a few seconds of commercial, some skippable ads now and then.
YouTube is the high-def version, both audio and visual.
Yes,
too,
it is
so
the highest quality watching on there.
HD.
I do too, Peter. I like that same old Anxiety. That always makes me cry when I hear it on the radio. I'm sure I'll play that in November, December live streams. Just have a couple more for you. This one I know I have never played before on live stream. In fact, I've never played it before. Never before today. I called it up specifically for you for tonight's live stream because it has September in the title. This is the Neil Diamond tune, September Morn. Thank you so much for joining us and allowing Larry and I to enter your homes or wherever you are. We really appreciate this community and having a chance to connect with you and share. Just a reminder that next week we will be away. We'll be on tour. Hooray! How nice it is to say those words. Doing live performances in Minnesota, but we'll be back the following Friday. And so you can watch a replay next week or find something else to do. Maybe, I don't know, a movie, bowling night. Or come see me. If you know anyone who lives in Minnesota, please let them know I'm coming their way. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks for live stream number 199.
Well, no, it'll be 198.
Oh, for 198.
We're getting there. We're getting close.
We're getting close to 200. We sure are. Okay, Carmel, it's your turn. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Thanks so much.
Hey, Carmel. Say goodnight to everybody. That's right. Good girl.